Hello, it's Fred from Pickleball Guys, and in this video I'm going to cover our top 5 pickleball paddles under $200. The paddles that I'm selecting for this list are based off a combination of demand and sales, but also paddle technology and design. And they'll be ranked according to which ones I would personally jump at the opportunity to purchase. Please keep in mind that I'll be talking about paddles that are under $200 in Canadian currency, so for our American neighbors out there watching this video, $200 Canadian currently equates to approximately $150 US. Now before we dive into it, if you like these kinds of videos, please do us a huge favor and like this video. Let us know in the comments what your opinions are. And of course, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our pickleball content. All right, let's get into it. We get so many customers coming through asking for the best deal on a paddle, or they're looking for a high quality paddle without having to fork out too much money just to have the latest and greatest in either paddle technology or marketing. So without further ado, here are Pickleball Guys' top 5 pickleball paddles under $200. Starting this list at number 5, we've chosen Selkirk's Amp series of paddles. They are offered in Selkirk's 3 main shapes, 2 popular wide body shapes with the short handle S2 and the longer handle Epic, as well as the more advanced elongated shape called the Invicta. The Amp series is similar in core construction to the Vanguard series, with the main difference being that the surface of the Amp is comprised of a textured fiberglass as opposed to the more expensive Vanguards that have carbon fiber surfaces. So the Amp's paddles are going to have a little bit more pop coming off the surface than the Vanguards, but considering their core thickness of 16 millimeters, they are still excellent for control. At $194.95, these paddles are among the top choices for a control paddle under $200. At number 4, we've chosen the Head Gravity Tour. Head's Gravity series are wide body paddles that are perfect for doubles players or anyone looking for a forgiving, user-friendly shape, offering a good balance of control and power. The Gravity Tour was the most popular amongst the gravity paddles, with a weight of 8.1 ounces, a core thickness of 14 millimeters, a paddle width of 8.1 inches, a paddle length of 16 inches, a handle length of 5 inches, and a grip size of 4 1/8 of an inch. These paddles have a carbon graphite surface with a textured grip paint to help create some more friction on the ball and increase spin potential. I've tested these before and loved how easy they were to adjust to. Now, the price on these have recently dropped since their launch at $209.95 to $149.95. So the Gravity Tour is an excellent choice that I'm frequently suggesting to customers looking for a great paddle at a great price. Breaking into the top 3 on this list, we've chosen the Head Radical Tour Raw. Head's Radical series of paddles were always popular for having a soft and comfortable feel with a traditional shape that's well balanced for all styles of play. Recently, they were given a nice facial makeover to incorporate raw carbon fiber on the surface, which is an upgrade from the graphite surface the other models previously had. Raw carbon fiber surfaces allow for slightly more friction and ultimately provide a crisper feel when generating power. With a core thickness of 15 millimeters, you can truly get the best of both worlds for control and power. The Radical Tour Raw weighs approximately 7.9 ounces, has a paddle width of 7.875 inches, a paddle length of 16 inches, a handle length of 4.5 inches, and a grip size of 4 1/8 of an inch. Head also introduced an alternative variant with this paddle called the Radical Tour EX Raw, which has a longer handle of 5.5 inches, a slightly narrower paddle width of 7.5 inches, but both paddles are selling very well, and aside from the fact that I really enjoy playing with them, we've been getting overwhelmingly positive feedback from customers who have either tested them out through our demo program or purchased one for themselves. At $199.95, the Radical Tour Raw checks all the boxes in terms of what you'll want out of a paddle. At number 2, we've chosen 2 of Diadem's most popular first-generation paddles, the Warrior and the Warrior Edge. Both models received upgrades in 2023, which I've spoken about in previous videos, so you can check out the Warrior V2 and Edge 18K paddles on our website. Both the Warrior and Warrior Edge were originally over $250, but the price was reduced to $199.95 after the release of their upgraded counterparts. What makes these paddles so great is their control. The Warrior has a core thickness of 19 millimeters, and the Warrior Edge has a core thickness of 16 millimeters. I personally love the control that I get from the Warrior, as I can really unleash on the ball without worrying about my shots going too long. But if you want a little bit more power and receive the best of both worlds, you'll want the Warrior Edge. The Warrior weighs about 8.5 ounces, while the Warrior Edge weighs about 8 ounces. They both have an elongated paddle face with a paddle length of 16.4 inches, a paddle width of 7.5 inches, a standard handle length of 5 inches, and a grip size of 4 1/8 of an inch. With a gritty carbon fiber surface, these paddles offer some great spin potential, and you'll love the dwell time that you get with the ball. Definitely one of the better choices for paddles under $200. Finally, our number one paddle under $200 would have to be the Selkirk SLK Halo series of paddles. Every time we get a shipment of these paddles in, we sell out within a couple of weeks, and we ultimately have to keep increasing our order quantities in these. The Halo series offers two core thicknesses in the form of power and control at 14 millimeters and 16 millimeters respectively, and two variants of each, the Max with a slightly wider face and the XL with an extended handle length. The Max variant has a paddle width of 7.85 inches with a paddle length of 16 inches and a handle length of 4.85 inches. The XL variant has a paddle width of 7.4 inches, a paddle length of 16.4 inches, and a handle length of 5.75 inches. So not too much difference between the head shapes, but the Max will be more forgiving out of the two with a slightly larger sweet spot, while the XL might have marginally more power while also having more playroom on the handle that can accommodate for two-handed backhand players. Both paddles share a 4 1/4 inch grip size and have a similar weight range of 7.5 to 8.2 ounces, with the power model being a little lighter on average due to the thinner core design. Between the power and control, we certainly see more demand for the 16 millimeter control model, specifically the Halo Control Max. But they all sell very quickly, and we constantly have customers asking about them and testing them out through our demo program. At $189.95, you'll have a hard time finding a better deal on a paddle that has a raw carbon fiber surface. Thank you for watching. Please keep in mind that this list was put together based on paddles that we currently carry as of the making of this video. And the same can be said with any corresponding pricing mentioned for each paddle. Depending on when you're watching this, the pricing may have changed. So please let us know your thoughts in the comments, and feel free to ask us any pickleball related questions. If you want to pick up one or more of these paddles, you will find them available here at pickleballguys.ca or pickleballguys.com. Come check us out.